What's up, guys? If you want to see this Stinghouse catch, it is on locals in the pinned comment. Obviously, it's way too spicy for here, so it's going to be on locals in the pinned comment. It's only $5 a month to join. And until February 1st, we're running a promo that you get your first month free if you sign up for monthly. So anyway, join locals in the pinned comment. You get to see this, a fire lieutenant that got caught, many others early, and of course uncensored, including where I may or may not have shoved a prod. So be sure to check it out in the pinned comment, because February 1st, the price monthly is going up to $7 a month because we hit 2,000 members so quick. The demand's so high, but we're giving you guys a free month until February 1st. But after that, it's going to be $7 a month, so get it now while it lasts. What's up, guys? Before this video starts, be sure to follow us on all platforms, including on Rumble, which you can find in the pinned comment. This platform has been giving a lot of people like us a lot of problems lately, and Rumble is a lot more receptive to free speech and whatnot. So be sure to follow us on Rumble. Any video on here you can also find on Rumble, and if you're looking for a video and can't find it on here, it'll be on our Rumble. So be sure to follow us on Rumble in the pinned comment. Like the video.
What's up, guys? A lot of you guys may know about the Gordon Flowers hoodie. However, we also have a Fried Pickles hoodie, as you can see right here, and Gordon Flowers sweatshirts that you can get in many different colors. Show your support for the Gordon Flowers movement and the PP movement by getting one of these. I can tell you they are very comfortable. Like, in all seriousness, they are, and I actually do wear them. So be sure to get one of these and enjoy the video.
This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
Okay, what's up, guys? So this is Robert Davis, who you're about to see get caught, exposed, and arrested. He's a food service, former food service worker at Kirkland Elementary School, and likely a food service worker now at the Oklahoma County Detention Center. And he was messaging who he believed to be an 11-year-old girl on Facebook. We're about to show you some of his chats and then get right into the video. So as you see here, he hit us up September 28th in 2022. Would you like to be friends? And we're like, sure. It's like, how old are you? 11. What about you? We say. And he says, I'm a lot older. Is that okay? And he says, are you 11 or 13? And we say, I'm 11. He's like, you are 11 years old. And he's spamming right after that. And mind you, this guy works with 11-year-olds 5 days a week, or at least used to. And then he keeps hitting us up all the way into the new year. And he says, would you like to talk a little? this past Wednesday, you said you were 11 years old. Is that right? And he says, I was just making sure because your profile says 13. So he knew he was hitting up an underage girl even before he told him age because her profile does say 13. So still illegal regardless. And, we said we're both in Oklahoma. And then he already gets into it. Do you like any guys that are a lot older? And mind you, this guy works at an elementary school. He says, would you date a 22-year-old? Is there an age limit for you? Are you dating someone or are you serious about someone? So he's already probing what would be okay with who he believes to be this 11-year-old girl. And he says, I'm asking you because you would consider me to be pretty dangerously older. And he says, have you ever played at kissing another girl and wanted to date one? And he says, if I tell you, will this conversation just stay between us? And he says, I am 44. Okay. Then he already starts asking for selfies. We send him the selfies. And he says, are you certain you are only 11 and not 13? And he says, cute shorts or cute shirt. And he says, do you wear a set of bra and panties when you go to sleep? So he's already kind of getting into it. Then fast forward, have you taken your bra off? Would you take a photo of yourself with nothing on? You have looked at a mirror when you have been nude when you were getting dressed, right? So he's already asking for a new photo. And he said he would never share the photo. So he's already grooming her to be that trusted figure, which, who knows what he does with that at the elementary school. I mean, imagine your kid just having to deal with this guy who talks to who he thinks are 11-year-olds like this online so quickly. He calls it his precious secret. And then here he asks, is your mom single? Is she as cute as you? And the reason he's asking that is, in my opinion, to probe so he can date the mom and become closer to the kid. A lot of predators do this. They, pretend to like the mom so they can have access to the kid. And then he mentions the photos again. So then he already gets here the next day. Can I pat you on the bottom, put my arm around you, kiss on your neck some? Do you like that? How tall are you? Are you middle school? And we say, 6th grade, so I guess not elementary. And then he mentioned I'm 6'2". Could I use my arms and pick you up and let you piggyback on my back somewhere? I would like to see more squishy, cute, adorbs and darling pictures of you in your life. Do you have any stuffed animals at home, like big ones? We show a picture of our, but I'm sure he wanted a different one from this girl, but that's all we could show. And he says, oh, such a fluffy boy. Looks like he wants a belly rub. I like giving belly rubs. Would you like a belly rub? So he uses that to ask her. And he asks for a full body massage. I would give you one with some baby oil or lotion, but there's a problem. You would have to be completely nude. Would you be okay with that? Then we say, well, but if we meet first, maybe I won't be as nervous. And he says, meet where, sweetie, and when? And he says, just don't let your mom find out or anyone really. Do you promise me that? And he says, you'd be the cutest girlfriend. And then skip a little. He says, can we meet privately or you take super secret photos? And he says, I would rub your whole body and see if I can make you very happy. And he says, open your legs, put your feet over your head and eat out your sweet tasting. He asks if you could do that. And he says, you are a virgin. And he says, would you want to take my penis out and touch it? So he gets more graphic. He asks to put his hands inside the pants, all of that stuff. And he says, here, will you be my daughter girlfriend? So here he starts the daddy-daughter fetish. And of course, we ask him about that in the video, as you're about to see. And he says, but would you like for me to take your virginity one day? And he says, I mean, you're in your part as well. He wants to take both virginities. And he says, will you be my secret daughter that I can freely show love to and your mom won't find out? So he loves the daddy-daughter fetish. And this is a common theme throughout the whole conversation. He says later in the chats that he wants to raise her in a way. And he says, if you are not setting a trap or tricking me, he'll agree to meet. So basically, I got to end it here. If you guys want to see the rest of his chats, which get a lot more graphic than this, then you can join our locals in the pinned comment, because that's how to keep us going. YouTube, we can't show any of these chats on YouTube. So if you guys want to join our locals in the pinned comment, you can join our locals in the pinned comment. It's only $5 a month. You can use the promo code Jamie to get the first month free. And that's how to keep us going, because as you'll see in the video, this guy's extremely sick. So anyway, without further ado, we'll get right into the video. And yeah.
Hi. Brian?
Yeah.
Hi. Brought some stuff.
Oh, hey. Thank you. I know it's cold, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm gonna step on the knobs.
Have you been sick for a couple days?
Like 4 or 5 days or so.
Oh. Okay. I hope you get better soon.
Yeah, I hope to get better.
Yeah.
It's been quite cold. That's why I've been barricading myself, trying not to get sick myself.
Yeah.
Filming it? Alright, let's go. God, that blue truck scared the shit out of me. I know. Just film it for a bit. Oh, he's whatever. Hold my keys. Yeah, just let it film. Is that Tucker Carlson? There's nothing I can.
He just sees me.
I know. What's this doing? Okay, Robert, come on.
I just let the. He's like, oh.
I know. I think he's just trying to like ride this out for as long as he can.
Should we go?
You filming it, Pop?
Yeah. He's like, why is he filming me? He's like, oh shit.
Here we go. That's intent right there.
Hey, Robert, nice talking to you, man. You got any weapons on you? Yeah, you sure about that? Yeah. Okay, mind if I check?
Yeah, okay, I'm no weapon in sword.
Okay. What's that in here?
Medicine?
Medicine? Okay. What's this right here?
My phone.
Okay. Wallet right here? Okay. Yeah. I'm Gordon. Sorry to meet you like this, man, but I gotta talk about what's going on with Maddie, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's just kind of, you just go by that tree over there. I don't want to be on the street, like, so people see what's going on, okay? We're not here to hurt you. We're filming for safety reasons, okay? Okay, cool. Feeling all right?
I'm quite a cold one.
Gotcha. So what do you do for work? You work at Kirkland over there?
Yeah, I work at elementary school.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. It's standard shit, whatever, dude. Of course, the combo's all voluntary, okay. But, is that the bag she got you?
Yeah, that's just
Okay. So, I mean, obviously, I'm sure you know why we're here talking about this, right? Okay. And you seem like an honest guy, and look, I know you work around kids and stuff like that, so, you know, I know the last thing you do is hurt one, okay?
No, I've never
Right.
hurt one at all.
Right. So, I know there's stuff where people just, you know, slip up and people, you know, whatever, shit happens. But before we really get into anything, how old is Maddie?
She told me her profile said 13, but she said 11.
Okay. So how old did she tell you she was? 11?
She was 11.
Okay. And was that that the assumption there, or?
Oh, no, I mean, the profile said 13, but she said she was 11.
Okay. So did you assume she was one of those two ages?
That would be my first assumption, yeah.
Okay. Got it. So, before we really get into anything, we can cut through a lot of this. When did this type of stuff kind of all start for you, man? Because you seem like a really good guy, but, obviously.
I mean, I only talked about it the other day, yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the online stuff. I don't mean just with Maddie. I mean with, like, this kind of stuff happening online. Like, I know you haven't gone to meet anybody, stuff like that, but just the whole online rabbit hole that we're in right now.
The past couple of years or so, I haven't done anything. I've I guess explored what I shouldn't be exploring, but it's been a lot of talk.
You said Russia?
No, I said it's gone into areas where it probably shouldn't have gone, but it's been nothing but talk.
Okay. And so it's been talk with basically other younger ladies under 18?
Not recently, no. I mean, she's most recent.
Okay. What about, when did that start for you, like conversations with younger ladies under 18 online?
I mean, it's been like the past year or so, because I didn't even know they were popping up on Instagram, because I was chatting with people on Instagram. Some of them, most of them would be over 18, but some of them, I guess they pose as older and they are younger.
And are some just younger, like Maddie, or are they more like 13, 14, or?
I guess just under 18.
Okay. That's what they would tell you?
That's what they would tell me.
Okay. How many do you think? Like, has it been like hundreds, or just a few dozen, or?
No, not hundreds. Barely even on a hand or two.
Okay. You think maybe like between 10 and 20?
Somewhere in there.
Okay. I appreciate your honesty, man. So how did you think that started for you? Like, basically, did you just come across it? Did you always feel this way, or what happened?
It was accidental. There have been a couple of times on Instagram where I've been. I didn't really approach them, but they approached me, and
Sure.
I started talking with them.
Right.
And they mentioned that they were a little younger. I was saying to them, were they okay with that?
Right.
I'm very much older than you, and they acted like they didn't mind.
Okay. So you made sure they were cool with it every time? Okay, well, that I appreciate, because there's people that are, like, forceful and stuff like that. And when they said, like, I'm a little younger, did they mean, like, underage? Okay. Hey, man, I'm not judging you for anything. Yeah. I'm not judging you for anything, man. I'm just trying to figure out, okay? And like I said, you being honest, it means the world to us, and I'm sure it should mean the world to yourself, too. Especially working in elementary school, because, kids need to look up to honest people and stuff like that, man. So, absolutely. So with Maddie, this started a couple days ago, like the whole talky talk. Okay. Were the conversations with other people that were underage, was it just kind of similar, just flirty talk?
Not at first. It would lead to that.
Sure.
It wasn't my fault. I changed that. But
Okay.
as far as the entire conversation, no.
Okay. And this is with other people besides Maddie?
Was a couple times.
Sure. Did the other, and this is before Maddie, the other younger girls, did they send you, like, themselves, or did you blackmail them for any, or did they just send them on their own?
I never blackmailed anyone.
Okay. Did they send them on their own?
If they wanted to, yes.
Okay.
No, as far as I know, the closest thing would be maybe like put their shirt up or something. But
okay.
They would always have something on.
Did they maybe not take a full, but they maybe show you their or stuff like that?
What if it wasn't on purpose?
Okay.
I didn't purposely want them to do that, but if they happen to do that with a reflection.
Okay. And they did that on their own free will. Okay. And these were like the other younger girls under 18 that would talk to you?
Like 15-ish.
Okay. Got it. Did they ever send you photos of anything but their, maybe an underwear photo, or not full underwear, or up their or something like that?
Not lately, no.
Not lately.
Happened in the past.
Okay. Did they ever send you, like, just a picture of their?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so it's just been basically underwear and.
got just the basic teasing.
Okay.
If that, I mean.
Got it. So how long have you been working at the elementary school for?
For what? It'll be well over a year now.
Okay. Well, awesome, man. So you work in the cafeteria?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How do you like it?
It's a job. It works. I mean, I get along with the teachers and kids. I mean, the kids can be rowdy and all.
Yeah. Pretty laid back guy.
It can get to you. I mean, it can get to you emotionally when you're trying to do the work. But yeah, it's fine.
Awesome, man. Well, that's awesome. So, Maddie told you she was 11. She mentioned she was from Lawton, and you're from here in OKC. So, the conversation got pretty, I'd say, escalated for both of you guys pretty quick. Yeah. Did it get like?
I had mentioned that. I had mentioned things. She didn't mention anything like that. I mean, she was nice.
Mm-hmm.
She was being nice to me.
Okay. And I don't want to really embarrass you with every single message, but again, like I think the truth should come out, whether we have to go through every single one of these or whether we can just cut through these and get to the truth. So, there's two types of things that happen with people after talking online. There's consent, and kind of figuring out what was going to happen today.
That was not even an option at all.
Okay.
I mean, in essence, in truth, I just wanted to meet her. I mean, I just wanted to meet her and say hi.
Okay.
That was literally all my intentions were.
Right. So, I mean,
other than the explicit talking.
Okay. So,
but that just goes with the territory. Okay.
So, I mean, as little as an hour ago, there was stuff talked about, like, touching each other and whatnot. I don't think you were going to force yourself, but was it?
No, I was not going to force myself.
Were you maybe going to leave that up to her?
That was completely on her side.
Okay.
I was being
just
showing up, introducing myself, saying hi, being a friendly individual.
Okay.
Not forcing anything. Not
Okay.
bolstering anything.
So basically, to paraphrase, all the stuff in the conversations would have happened only if she's okay with it.
That.
Basically, would that have been her decision for this to happen?
It would have been her decision,
Okay.
yes.
So you would have only partaken in all of this stuff that you said, only if she gives you the okay.
That's completely her consent.
Okay. So you wouldn't have done any of this, like, touching and licking without her consent?
No,
Okay.
not have forced any of that.
Okay, only with her consent, is that right?
That's only with some consent.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your honesty on that, man. So just to go over some of these, did you ask her for...
I had mentioned that, yes, but she was not willing to do that.
Okay.
She wanted to meet in person.
Okay. Got it. And so was this all on Facebook, or did y'all talk on Telegram at all, or?
No, I don't deal with Telegram anymore.
Oh, not anymore. What happened on Telegram?
There's too many hacker stuff like Telegram and all these other weird sounding ones. There's hackers and scammers and all sorts of people that blackmail people by getting their numbers and taking their information all the time.
Yeah.
It really screwed up with me.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
It was
But
highly irritating.
yeah, and dude, like I said, man, I know you're a good guy. I'm not here to judge you, but what you mentioned about Telegram, I mean, you're right about all of that. But there's straight up there's not telling the truth, and then there's hiding the truth. And I don't think I know this is hard to talk about, dude, truly, but when you said you don't deal with Telegram anymore, I think maybe your morals got to you for that one. If you know what I'm getting at here.
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did.
Okay. Because, on Telegram, at least from what I know about Telegram.
I didn't even know what Telegram was until a few months ago a while back when actually someone mentioned it.
Yeah.
I was always talking about going on some other social texting thing like Google Chat or whichever ones they are.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know that basically bringing you off Instagram so it can get more spicy.
It can.
Yeah.
Or just where they can say what they want and if no one finds it out or whatever.
Yeah. So I know on Telegram, yeah, like you said, the hackers and scammers, but, you know, when I mentioned your morals probably got the best of you, I'm just going to say I've come across people that I found on Telegram who are truly out to hurt children that would, you know, basically they would do the same thing you would do leading up to this, but they would take that kid and they'd never be seen again. Those type of people are on Telegram. Yeah, and, you know, I didn't come here just oblivious to your online history, but these past couple days, I mean, I did my research, you know. So on Telegram, I know that you probably found yourself in groups you shouldn't have been in. You probably found yourself getting pictures you shouldn't have gotten, stuff like that. You know what I'm kind of getting at here?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to blurt out the word, and you just tell me if I'm correct. Because I already know I'm correct, but you can just, you know, we'll just see how. We'll just see if we're on the same page here. So basically, on Telegram, there's a lot of child getting slung around from a lot of people. And what I think is you've probably found yourself with your toes dipped in the water and you left it because you probably didn't want to be involved in that shit. That's what I'm thinking.
No, I don't. I definitely don't.
Okay, is that kind of what happened?
As far as being on Telegram is concerned?
Yeah. Were you kind of in those groups and
I mean, I don't know about any groups specifically on Telegram for that or talking groups pertaining to that, but I mean, I know it happens. I've heard of it.
You've heard of it happening? I mean, did you maybe receive photos, whether solicited or not, from people on Telegram that you shouldn't have had or that you shouldn't have received? Like, whether it was your fault or not, I probably wasn't, but have people sent you some crap you didn't want to receive on Telegram?
A few times.
Okay. And you know what I'm getting at with that, right? Okay. I'm not getting at a 25-year-old, okay? I'm not getting at a naked 30. You know what I'm getting at here? Okay. You know what age I'm getting at here?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So you know I mean children, right? Okay. Did people ever spam you with that on Telegram, whether solicited or not?
Spam it for me now.
Did they just send you a couple of them? Maybe that's why you got off there, or?
I mean, they've mentioned stuff like that, but I mean, they never spammed it at me.
Okay. Right, so there's spam and there's...
I've had more people just blackmail me about using my face and my number and saying that if I don't give them money, then they're going to send it all through the internet and cause trouble and ruin my life and all that. That's the main thing down the line.
Right. But you know, when I said receiving photos you probably shouldn't have received on Telegram, you know, I said, you know what age I'm talking about, and you mentioned yes. I mean, you know, because if you could probably help me find those guys, that's what I really care about. Because I'm not worried about the guy that actually works around kids and cares about them. I'm worried more about the people that do the blackmail, that send those photos around. So, has anybody sent you a photo on Telegram of, like, you know, maybe a younger lady under 18, maybe or in a compromised position?
Not lately, no. I mean,
not lately. Okay. When was the first time you received that?
Well, I was mentioned that was months and months ago. Like sometime last year.
Okay. And you know I'm referring to, like, basically, and again, I'm not judging you for this, dude, because, you know.
Yeah, the people on those things, I mean, they're anonymous, so even if they, if I had, like, if I used the name, that name is just something they made up at the moment, just to switch around so quickly.
So would you be sending any of these photos to anybody? Okay, they would just be sending it to you.
More than likely, yeah.
Okay, so they would basically send you images of kids.
Right.
Okay, and this is on Telegram?
If they were to, yes.
Okay, well, if they were, I mean, you said you haven't received one in a couple months, so, I mean, was this on Telegram?
Months and months ago, like.
Okay, so this is like, okay, so someone sent you an image of a kid on Telegram months and months and months ago? Well, I mean, if they had, I mean, this isn't something that's like a gray area. I mean, you know, I know you left Telegram, and obviously Telegram can get a lot of people into trouble. So, I mean, you know, props on you for leaving and I think doing the right thing. But there had to be a reason. If you said I received this photo, it could have been months ago. I mean, I want to know, like, if you can try to remember who sent it to you. What did you receive?
I can't remember the name specifically. It was a video of a girl, like,
you get closer to me.
Like, slowly taking her clothes off and There was no audio to it. That they sent a couple of those, and then they asked for my number and some other information, and then they were gonna take my face and my number and information and throw it all in the internet and say, if you don't pay this much in this time, then they were gonna run a knife.
Okay. So it's basically like a little like Epstein blackmail scam. Like they get you somehow involved with something underage. Then they
made me think that it was an attractive girl that was interested, and then they flip around and it's from someone from another country or.
Okay.
And they tried that multiple times.
Right. Did you ever pay the money?
No.
Okay.
I blocked them off and didn't hear from them again. I mean,
right.
One person tried to do it like 4 or 5 times in a row, and I kept blocking different names they were using because they kept egging on when I was trying to work at my job. And I was so frustrated. I didn't know what to do. I was scared that it was for real, and there's nothing I could have done with the money if I had it.
So they basically. So this was as an image of basically a minor taking her clothes off, and they got you with it.
I mean, I didn't know the girl's age, but I mean, she was smaller in stature, but she was just slowly taking her clothes off. Did not get just a couple of those, but those sounded. I was like, what the heck is this going on? And then they were telling me about using the information against me.
Okay. I mean, because I know the blackmailers are. I mean, those are the real scumbags, man. And like, I appreciate you telling me about them. So is this girl? You said smaller in stature. I mean, did her face look like a kid's? I mean,
she looked like the typical teenager to me, but because of the hair being further back, she could have been younger, like 13 or so.
Okay. So if you had to guess her age, you'd think it would be a 13-year-old.
13, 14.
Okay. All right. So, and you said you received like those type of videos like 5 times.
I mean,
or that guy hit you up 5 times.
When they did the blackmail on me, I blocked them off from there, but they used other names.
Yeah.
And kept like every other week, just continuing to try to get the same scam off.
Right.
I kept blocking them, and I got rid of it altogether because those sketchy chat things are just like all they want to do is mess with you that way.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So.
It seems innocent enough, but they I don't know what their deal is.
Right. So here you mentioned asking for a but you said you'd never share it. So
correct.
So was the plan if you just got that to just keep it for yourself, or
it was just something to look at. I wasn't planning on selling or sharing or anything like that. Something stupid.
So you weren't gonna basically make her internet famous with that. You were just gonna keep it.
No.
Okay.
No.
Basically, we're just gonna look at it to get off to. Bro, come on, bro. Oh my god, dude.
I mean, normal guy general idea, but yeah, it's not to exploit anything.
Okay, so it was just basically for you to just wank it to, and that's about it.
That's basically it.
Okay. Tell anybody. Okay, you're originally from South Carolina?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What brought you here?
It's a very long story, but my ex that I was with, we came here when we became homeless up in North Carolina, and we ended up here homeless in and out for a while, and then she ended up getting back with her husband and scooting off to Texas, and she basically just left me here.
Okay. Are you homeless now, or do you live over there?
No, I live here.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're not homeless.
I finally have
a stable job.
Stable job, a stable place to actually stay besides the street, yes.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so here you said you don't mind dating a 44-year-old that's nice to you and would treat you like you were my own, and you said like a daughter but better and more romantic. So what was this whole daddy-daughter thing that was talked about?
Well, that was just the dynamic of relationship-wise
Okay. So this was just a role-playing thing for you?
essentially.
Okay. I mean, I'm obviously looking through these like, Daddy's gonna do this. I mean, it was just kind of role play. That's kind of turned you on a little bit.
It was just a figurative role play.
Okay. So what is it do you think about basically these younger ladies under 18 that's the turn on? Is it like their innocence? Do they understand you better? Or what do you think it is?
I don't know. I'm trying to understand things myself. I mean, I'm not a person that goes and does this to ruin people's lives. I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't think you need any trouble, man. I just think you need some help. I think you're definitely that type, because there's people that'll go kill these kids, and I don't. Those people, you'd probably go with me, you know.
I'm definitely not one of those
Right.
at all.
But
I'd rather protect you.
of course, but there's obviously, like I said, I just think you maybe need some help. So, how long have these feelings really been there for you? Because obviously you start on the online stuff a few years ago, but something had to lead to that. So, how long have they really been there? I'm not here to judge you.
The past year or so, I guess. I don't even know why or where it came from.
Right.
Honestly, I have no idea.
But if online stuff has been going on for a couple of years, when did like the feeling start for you? Like, when they start to get in the back of your mind that like I shouldn't be feeling this way, or
Past few months.
that's when you start to feel conscious about it?
I mean, during the whole time I've been fighting back and forth about why I'm feeling like I am.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with me? Because I don't know myself.
So let's see, you're such a fluffy boy. Looks like you want some belly rub. I like giving belly rubs. Would you like a belly rub? I would rub it if you let me. Would it feel good for you if you had a full body massage? Okay. I would give you one with some baby oil or lotion, but there's a problem. You'd have to be completely... Okay. So the massage, would that also have been just up to her to do?
That was, again, with her consent. I was not
Okay.
going to force anything. It was just just things I was mentioning.
No, I appreciate that. Would you be able to be okay for that and have all of your orifices available for massage relief? Would you be nervous and be honest? Okay. Be the cutest girlfriend. Okay. So, obviously you mentioned that you want this to be like an ongoing relationship. So is that kind of just going to be where you can tell people about this, or are you just gonna?
I mean, I didn't even know if I was going to even be able to meet her. I mean, as far as the relationship goes, I mean, I can't be very open with that kind of relationship, even if we're just friends.
Okay.
I mean, just the fact that I'm talking with someone that's that underage is major blasphemy.
I mean, CNN would jump all over this when they see that Tucker Carlson is like doing this stuff. Like, oh, sorry, I just had a brain fart, dude. Because I've never met someone young like you that liked older guys. Can I see a couple of your pics from tonight? Okay, ask for selfies. Okay, can we meet privately, or you take super secret photos? I would rub your whole body and see if I can make you very, very happy. Okay. Open your legs, put your feet over your head, and eat out your sweet tasting. So with that, getting like whatever it's called, that'd have been up to her too.
It's all up to her.
Okay. So you would only be basically, for lack of a better term, burying her head in there if she gave you the okay.
I mean, I would not do anything that she would not be willing to do. I didn't.
Okay. So this would be only if she was willing. Then is that correct?
Absolutely, all of it would be just if she was willing.
Okay.
Would completely back off.
Okay. Would you want to take my penis out and touch it? Would that scare you? And all right. So with the plan with your, of course, she's only okay with it. Was it like going to be, or just kind of playing with it, or what were you thinking?
Only thing I was mentioning was just mutual touching.
Okay. So just basically just touching each other's privates today.
If anything, but I knew it wasn't going to go that far.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, of course, she's cool with all of this. Okay. So you said I'm in your and you're in your
part as well. Will you be my secret daughter that I can freely show love to and your mom won't find out? Okay. So I mean, this whole again the whole daddy-daughter thing. I mean, do you have any kids of your own?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Any sons?
No, I've only had one child.
Okay. It was a she.
Yes.
Okay. How old is she now?
She's 18. She's with her mom and her parents.
Okay.
In another state.
Okay. In Texas or?
No, back in South Carolina.
Okay. Here you are not setting a trap or tricking me. You look so sweet and innocent, girl. I promise not to hurt you all. Okay. Let's see. Have you put a finger in your own before, like in the shower? Okay. So you mentioned that. You yourself.
Yes.
Okay. And you kind of just guided her on how to do that.
Well, I was mentioning if she could do it.
Okay. So, I mean, all of this, I mean, I think did you ask her to do it?
I mean, it's up to her whether or not she wants to do it.
Of course.
I mentioned it.
Okay.
I mean, it's
And that was
a
just
health thing, really, but yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely, I agree. And this was obviously, I don't think, and like I said, I appreciate your honesty, but yeah, of course, I don't think you'd be telling her to clean herself out if, shit wasn't going to happen. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense, but okay. I'll rub on your lips and meat so it will feel good. Okay, what do you do when you have an Then you mentioned if she's or not. And then you said, please, my pretty daughter. Okay. You said, but I would love to do things with you in real life. I would like to take your virginity if you would let me. I won't hurt you at all. I just want to love you like you are my close daughter. Is that all right with you? What could we do? What could we do that you want to do? So, do you have any roommates at home?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So that's why you said you couldn't take her in there?
Well, that and the fact that there's, no room for company at all.
Right. Okay. I would like to take your virginity if you would let me. So, again, like what I said at the beginning, there's consent. So,
Yes.
so would her virginity only have been with consent then?
That also would have been consent-wise. I would not push anything.
Okay. What were you planning with taking her virginity? Were you gonna was it gonna be rough, or were you gonna be gentle, or how do you think you were gonna do it?
No, I was not going to be rough at all.
Okay.
I was going to be, meeting as friendly as I could. Just get to know someone. See how things would go.
Okay.
Just
You can just leaving it all up to her.
generally, yes.
Okay.
Leave it all in her court. Just
Okay.
generally talk. Yeah, I'm going to talk.
Yeah.
A bit nasty wise because I am an adult. And that's what I'm used to.
Right.
How I'm used to talking.
Right.
But in general,
Right.
it was,
All up to her.
yeah.
Okay. What if? So, I'm just curious. I don't think you would. I'm just asking. But what if, during your having, she said stop? Would you have just stopped, or?
I would have liked going back off.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, man. That's genuine, good guy stuff. Okay.
I've never done anything like that, even with ladies my age bracket or not.
So you just give consent no matter what?
Yes.
Okay.
Total gentleman about all of it. Yeah.
Nice.
It sounds worse than it is, but being an ass predator was not my intention.
Okay. Yeah. No, I feel you. Okay. You said on Southwest 43rd Street, my mom will be back and forth. Let me map it out and see. So originally, we're going to meet at the park. Okay, because the city bus only goes so far. I want to kiss, put your fingers in your and touch your as well. Okay, can you ride the bus here? Going by the library. Okay. And then you wanted to, you mentioned Mike Dover Park.
Yes.
Okay. And you were going to, so you bend over at Mike Dover, pretty much? Or were we going to go somewhere else? Or?
No, I was wanting to meet her there. I mean, she was getting snacks and all. I was
Yeah.
going to meet her there. We're going to go for a walk from one park to the other because there's another park that's not way too far, but further down that's a lot bigger area and a lot nicer.
Yeah.
It's next to the library. As my Dover Park, I mean, it's surrounded by the traffic and everybody. And
Yeah.
It's right next to the hospital place. And
So you mentioned code words with her, like unicorn and
yes, I did.
okay, and that the code word was basically what did the code words kind of mean?
Well, the thing, the invention of the code words was to make sure that she was who she was, to identify her to me in case I was looking at, I mean, in case I met up with the wrong person that happened to be wearing something similar or.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just checking. Okay, can you be my girlfriend and daughter? Okay. And then you mentioned, of course, you aren't setting me up for the police, are you? Are you going to get me in trouble? I swear to God, I won't hurt you or anything. Okay. So then today, you had her buy you stuff like snacks and everything.
Well, I mean, she mentioned that she had money on a card with her.
Yeah.
And I figured that we would want something to drink, something to eat, nothing alcoholic or anything to dupe her into doing something stupid. Just
Yeah. I mean, and then when she brought you these triple chocolate cakes, Reese's, Take 5, and a Dr. Pepper. So, and then you mentioned when she showed you all this that you also want her to buy you chips.
well, I mean, I mentioned the small list of stuff that I liked, and
So, I mean, I'm not like, I know you're trying to get back on your feet, but you had this 11-year-old girl buy you stuff. She was like literally this like your sugar daughter or something like that.
that was not the intention. She just happened to mention that she had money with her, and I was just mentioning it since we're going to be buying there.
Like,
Just wanted to buy something.
you work in an elementary school cafeteria, and you literally took a kid's lunch money on a weekend. I mean, I'm just saying.
That does sound
I'm
silly
just
when you say it
saying.
that way, but
I'm just saying.
Again, that was not my intention of saying it that way.
No, I get it, but I mean, I'm glad you didn't just eat them in front of her.
That does sound rather stupid for me to even.
Okay. Well, I'm not. I know shit happens, man. I think we were just a little bit carried away. All right, I know. Speaking of actual food, get some fried pickles, man. Hey, you can call them fried pickles. Oh, God, I'm starving. Texas Roadhouse is so goddamn good. Like we don't have them where I'm from. I live all the way. You know where? Basically like southern Kansas. Like not like Wichita, but like before that. There's like no Texas Roadhouse there. So I mean, I come here to OKC. There's a Texas Roadhouse. Like the Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse is pretty good, but it's not like Leona. Not like Leona.
Oh, Leona's ass.
Yeah.
As far as I've been from home at all, statewide, so.
Got it. So you can do the same thing if you could, but I know you don't have a job. You can tell your mom I'm just a nice, honest friend. That you just tell your problems. Pictures close to the wind. That you can just tell your problems too, and that you wanted to do something nice for me sometimes. So I mean, like when you said you can tell your mom I'm a nice, honest friend, was that just kind of like just what was going on with that? I'm trying to get your side here.
Well, I mean, obviously, see signs and find out that she's hanging out with someone or being with someone. The only thing to really say is that I was a friend.
Okay.
That I was talking to her with.
Okay.
Talking to her, and that I'm not someone that's trying to do anything majorly bad.
Sure.
I was looking for a friend, really.
Okay. So basically, if I hear that, and again, like whatever it is, I'm not here to judge you, man, because I know. Like after you told me what happened with your mom and your daughter, like just kind of being away from them, just kind of being stranded out here, I totally understand the loneliness. I totally understand all that crap, man. Like truly. And when you say looking for a friend, it makes a lot of sense. But when you say tell your mom this, and then when you say that her mom will start seeing the signs,
That's not a one-time thing. That's a continuous relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's getting married, all the way to getting married, all the way to just a friendship or acquaintances, man. That's a continuous thing. So I'm going to ask you, and you mentioned earlier today, can you come back during spring break? So what was really the plan here? Like, just was it to talk to her? Was it to, there's a lot of stuff that could have happened, but I know none of the options involve a one-time thing. Because
in general, at first it was just to talk to her and get to know her, and if anything happened, it was because she wanted to do something more.
Okay.
I honestly did not want to go completely crazy with it. I just wanted to talk to her.
So did you just kind of want to see, like, if she would be interested in just talking after today, or just?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So when you said, would you want to?
When I was just bleeding, I'll be back.
Okay, go ahead. Pablo, do this. If you hold the bridge of your nose, I had that a lot in football, so. So basically, you mentioned coming back during spring break, all of this stuff. So with that, were you just kind of hoping she would be cool with that?
Eventually, something was there.
Okay. So you're just kind of, okay, got it. So the plan today was like just to literally feel things out, probably, and just see what would happen.
Basically, just me and Chad.
Right. Okay.
I want to keep her for long and just.
Right. See what you wanted to do. Okay. Got it. Okay. You were such a cute little cutie pants. Unbelievable. Okay. Then here you said it will be 43 degrees. I think it's colder right now. So, yeah. So wear panties, but no bra, and a jacket or something to keep you warmer. Don't wear panties either. Just dress warm enough. Okay. So she mentioned today that she was not wearing a bra, but she was wearing panties in the morning. And okay. So yeah, that kind of tells me that maybe all the way wouldn't have happened, but obviously, there's a reason why even in the cold that she was told to, don't wear a bra and stuff like that. Okay. Do you agree with that? Okay.
I mean, again, just saying options.
Okay.
She doesn't have to do anything I tell her.
Right.
I'm not the boss of her.
Yeah. Okay. So again, like, just to clarify, the no bra, the feeling, all that's just her decision. If she wants that, right?
I just threw it out there.
Okay. And that's for her to decide whether she wants to do or not, or
that's completely up to her.
Okay.
I wasn't even forcing her to come all this way.
Okay. No, for sure. I appreciate that, because
that's in a way that's actually kind of putting her in a little bit of danger going on the bus and all coming all the way here.
Right.
Or however she got here.
Yeah. No. I mean, you're not the first person I've talked to, like, about this type of stuff, beating up this type of stuff. But I will say you're one of the very few that I think had no hurtful intentions, so that I appreciate. So, you said, I love your tiny voice, you're like a stuffed animal. I want to hear your old Gravely voice. Okay.
That was a awkwardly sounding compliment. It was just the way her voice sounded to me.
Uh-huh.
It was like a little cartoon character.
Yeah, and I guess you wanting her to, instead of like her being a plush toy, she'd be like a flush toy to you, but just kidding, Robert. Just kidding, buddy. But are you sure your mom won't miss you and you asked when do you turn 12? She said March. Why did you ask her birthday? I'm just curious. Were you just curious about that, or?
I was just curious.
Okay. Got it.
I don't know her birthday. Besides what she said, but
Yeah. Okay. Here he asked, am I going to be your new boyfriend? And she said, if you want to be. And I want to say to you that I love you and I want you to be my daughter. Okay. And she said, and you said, and take care of you like my family, but in a way too. And she said, okay. And you said, yes, I can promise as long as I don't go to jail or get in trouble. What do you look like now? Okay. So again, this basically continuous relationship you floated around. Again, up to her too.
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate that. And do you have any nicknames or pet names you like? you said a Pepsi and a Sprite. What kind of snack do you like? Can I please send you Can you please send 2 more voice messages? Okay, we tell each other a code word so we know, blah, 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 blah. And you say, if I say unicorn, you say rainbow.
Which we didn't even mention any of that.
Right. Well, I mean, again, there was only one girl, like, it's like 5'2" at the power station today, so there's that too. So, look, Robert, I need to ask you, man. I mean, I appreciate how open and honest you've been about all of this, but look, I know that someone with these types of messages, because look, I can tell when someone's truly evil, okay? They may have similar types of messages, but I can tell when somebody wants to snatch somebody up, okay? And you absolutely were not in that category to me. But, you know, I can also tell when somebody has gone so far down a rabbit hole that this conversation right here, I mean, literally, look, you see all the trees that are cut down right here? This is all to make this conversation. This is how thick the conversation is in like 2 days. I can tell when the rabbit hole has been a long time for somebody. Because if the rabbit hole wasn't deep for you, it would be like, do you want to try this? I'm so nervous. Like, it would have been like very, it would have taken longer for it to get this way if the rabbit hole wasn't deep for you. Because, I mean, this stack of paper in 2 days, this isn't, I just started this a few months ago and now I'm here, okay? I know it's been years, if not decades, of basically an online footprint of you getting your toes dipped into the water of bad shit online. Now, I know the internet sucks good people like you into bad shit, but, you know, I think there's a lot of stuff omitted when you say, well, now you got sent this like once on Telegram, or, oh, it's just been a few months. No, because what I can do to back up my statement is to basically debunk, is basically your online footprint isn't anonymous. I mean, my God, your phone number's on your Facebook, so that's easy to find where that's been, what that's done. Okay. 2, the messages themselves. Even if I had no information on you, if I just saw these messages, I would know that you probably dipped your toes a little bit too deep in Telegram, and you probably dipped your toes a little bit too deep into some search history that I may or may not have brought up. Okay. So I'm done talking about Maddie. Let's start over with what led you here today. It wasn't, no, she talked to me 2 days ago. What led you here today? How many years ago did this online crap start for you? And look, be open and honest. I'm not judging you for it, dude. I eat a lot of chocolate cake. You can call me a fat ass all you want, okay? We each have shit we're not proud of. How long did this start? When did this really start for you? I mean, searching little girls online, the child, all of this stuff, because all of that really led you here today. This whole online fantasy led you here today. It wasn't, Maddie hit me up on Facebook 2 days ago. That's not what led you here today. What led you here is years of loneliness, child, and searching up little girls online. Okay, I know that because I have the search records to prove it. I can see it in your eyes. Most importantly, that's what's telling me the most. I can see it in these messages. So when did that stuff start for you?
Beginning of finding anything like that was like more than 10 years ago.
More than 10 years ago? Okay. So can we just cross off the this happened last year bullshit? Can we? I'm done with these messages here, man. We just talk man to man now. I don't need these to talk to you, okay? Let's make sure that everything's out in the open so we can really figure out how to turn this around for you and get some help, all right? So, okay. So I'm going to be blunt with these terms, okay? I'm not going to beat around the bush now because I think we have a little bit of a dialogue built up now, okay? So did the child start for you 10 years ago?
I mean, that's what I had discovered that I heard about a search engine that leads to that sort of thing on the dark web.
Okay, there. Yeah. Just get him up here. They're still tall. We're still taller than them. Get closer for. Okay. So basically, the dark web was 10 years ago for you.
Started, yes.
Okay. When's the last time you were on the dark web?
A couple days ago.
A couple days ago. Is that on your phone, computer, tablet, or?
Computer.
Computer. Okay. And that was viewing child.
Well, that's the only thing that I know that I can access. Everything else, I don't know how to do it.
You didn't get like a rocket launcher?
No.
So OKC just looks like this? There was no rocket launcher that hit OKC. It just looks like this? You didn't do okay. Just checking.
No, I mean, I know there's the government uses it, and there's a lot of shady deals with hacking with cars and things, but I don't do any of that.
Sure. Okay, so basically, child is the only thing you go on the dark web for?
That had been, yes.
Okay. And the last time you viewed child on the dark web on your laptop was a couple days ago?
Yes.
Okay. So this has been 10 years going on for?
I mean, it started. It wasn't the full length of the 10 years.
Sure, off and on.
When,
okay, when your toes were dipped. So has it been more of just an off and on thing for 10 years?
Yes.
Okay. No, all right, that makes sense. So this was when you were still with your wife at home?
I've never been married.
Okay, so you have the daughter. You mentioned an ex-wife.
I know. my ex-baby mama.
Okay, ex-baby mama.
I mean, the ex that I was with, she had children, but we were dating in North Carolina and came here.
Okay.
And she left me for her husband and went to Texas with him and left me here.
Sure, okay.
But the mother of my child is a completely different person.
Okay, makes sense. So basically what I'm asking is, did the dark web child start with you when you were dating?
When I was dating back then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Did they know about this? Did anybody know about this?
No.
Okay. Who even introduced you to the dark web?
It was something that had popped up in social media. I think it was someone I was chatting with, and it was before the rooms thing started on Facebook, but I was just randomly talking about certain stuff, and he mentioned about this search engine.
Mm-hmm. The Tor browser?
Yes.
Okay. And was this guy that mentioned the Tor browser to you, was he also into child?
I would imagine so, yes.
Okay, got it. So, look, I know, have you had that same laptop for 10 years? Okay. So, look, don't beat her. Just tell me the truth, but I don't want to hear a beat around the bush answer like, oh, I've just looked at it for 10 years. I've never downloaded anything though. I mean, that's like the biggest crock of horse shit, If you're going to say that, I'm going to call bullshit and debunk you and tell you why I'm going to debunk you. Or we could just cut through it. How many gigabytes do you think you have downloaded on your computer right now of child?
Gigabytes? I don't know. I have to tally it.
Okay. Do you think you have thousands of images of child on your computer right now?
Thousands?
Hundreds? Dozens?
Maybe.
Okay. And are these how young do you think these kids go? And this is downloaded on your computer.
Some of them are. Yes.
Okay. How low do these kids go? Is it like infants, tall? And again, I'm not judging you for any of it, man. Just tell me the truth.
Very low. I mean, through the whole. Basically through the whole spectrum.
Okay. Because
the whole age brackets.
Okay. Because if you tell me this, then obviously we don't have to work our way up. I mean, is there infants on that computer to be on there?
There've been a couple here and there, but not. That's not the main ones.
Okay. It's not primarily infants. It's like, is it? What do you think the main age group is? Is it toddlers, 8-year-olds, or 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds? What do you think it is?
10 up.
Okay. How much infant do you have downloaded right now on your computer? How many images do you think, or videos?
I don't know.
Okay. No problem. But okay. So, I don't think you were. Did something happen to you as a kid?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I don't really remember that far.
Sure. So, with this infant, were you just curious about that at first, or did you just go down the rabbit hole and get to that point?
It's just simple curiosity.
Simple curiosity. Okay. How many times do you think you masturbated to this infant? I'm not here to judge you again, man. Just letting you know.
Quite a few, and I've been desperate.
Okay. So what is it about infants getting? I mean, again, like I may ask it harsh, but I'm not mad. I don't want to. Basically, I don't want to do anything to you as much as I don't want to do anything to someone picking up trash. Okay. I'm not here to judge you in any type of way for this. Okay. But I appreciate you being so honest about it, man. Truly, it takes a real man to do that. So how many times do you think? What about an infant getting turns you on?
No, I mean not.
What turns you on about it, man?
Not the infants being.
Sure.
I honestly have been trying to figure out what the actual reason would be. It's just,
Is it a power thing to you?
no. I guess it's just the honesty of the innocence of the kids being curious.
The innocence of the kid being curious. Okay.
About people and stuff. I haven't seen anything being forced.
Sure. Okay. So, okay.
I haven't seen that part if there was a part to that.
Of course. Okay. So have you come across any films of kids being killed or anything like that? Or no? Okay.
I wouldn't even know how to. I don't even want to find those.
No. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, look, man. Scratch the stuff. Scratch the Maddie stuff. Look, I obviously know you have more regrets than this. Has anything happened with you and your kid? Daddy-daughter shit? Have you been accused? You're pausing. You've been accused, haven't you? Tell me what happened real quick.
Well,
You can talk.
Right, you're not under arrest, right? I'm just going to detain you real quick. I just need to get some information.
Yes, sir.
Cha-ching. That's true. Behind this rock.
He was so close to saying if he did anything with his daughter.
Come on, just say it real quick.
Nice.
Really? He's under arrest officially. We'll have this investigation while he's here, I'm sure, but I'm getting his laptop. Yeah.
Yeah, just get it. Just get that. Just get that. That's good. They got his laptop. They got his laptop right now. You zooming in?
Yep.
Got his laptop right now. He's.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no going.
Absolutely.
He's
Completely. Nice. Nice.